the best Joy-Con controllers for your Switch. Is this a little too good, too late? Let's find out. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. We've looked at the Switch before, and we've looked at controllers for the Switch before, and I've been using these, which are the MOBAPAD Split Pros. Now these have been pretty good, but not like really good. It's hard to really recommend a controller like the MOBAPAD Split Pro because it's just sort of kind of good, but it's not really great. There's a lot of downsides, and this is not a comparison video, but it's a great segue to what we do want to talk about, which is the MOBAPAD. Now, you can see there's a lot of items on the desk here. We are not covering them all in this video. Today, we are reviewing just this. This is the MOBAPAD M6 HD Joy-Con. These are a lot of Joy-Con with a lot of features at a really great price. So on the surface, it looks like it should be a slam dunk. But is it a slam dunk? We're gonna find out in this video. But first, we gotta pay some bills. Gamsgo. Are you paying too much for Netflix, Spotify, Disney+, Crunchyroll, Duolingo, Canva, or Adobe? Gamsgo has you covered with premium shared subscriptions for a fraction of the price directly from the distributor. Yes, Gamsgo is the shared premium experience that you've been looking for that saves a ton of money. I personally use Gamsgo for my Netflix, my Spotify, my Disney+, and my Crunchyroll subscriptions, and I have saved tons of money by switching to Gamsgo. Switching to Gamsgo is as easy as clicking the link in the description or up in the title card, which will take you to the main Gamsgo website. Select the services that you're looking for and buy them. But to show you how easy it is, we're gonna take 30 seconds and we're gonna sign up for Netflix. So we've clicked the affiliate link and I'm gonna click purchase now on Netflix. Now we have an option to buy 3 months or 6 months. I'm gonna buy a 6-month membership. I'm gonna say activate auto renewal because you don't wanna miss out anyway. Now in my case, I only need one profile. That means that I get one of the 5 included shared profiles with my Netflix account, and I can install it on one device in my home. Do you have multiple devices in your home? You might want to switch to the 5 profiles option, which also unlocks multiple devices so that you can use all of your profiles across multiple devices. But in my case, one profile is plenty. Now, this is the most important step. It's gonna say, do you have a promo code? Yes, I do. And the promo code is GEARS. We're gonna apply our promo code and it's gonna say, this is a valid promo code. We're gonna click to go to payment, and then we're gonna enter in all of our details. This is a one-time payment of just $21.26. That is crazy cheap for premium Netflix on one device with one profile. I'm going to pay now. I'm gonna enter my credit card information, and that's it. Once you've paid, you get immediate access to Netflix, and it's as simple as logging into your Gamsgo account, getting the username and passkey, and then going to legit Netflix. Now it's gonna immediately say, well, who is this? Now I am account number 3, Gears and Tech, and it's gonna ask for my PIN code because I locked this down. Once I have my PIN code in, now instantly I am in the full premium Netflix experience. This gives me HD Netflix, I can download it, and it's that simple. And it works the same on all your other favorite streaming platforms. This is truly an amazing deal, you don't wanna miss it. Click the link down below to grab your deal. Now to understand how great these Joy-Cons really are, first we need to start with a quick unboxing. First of all, the packaging. It's actually pretty good packaging. It's full color with a cool purple MOBAPAD reflective piece on the front. I'm gonna move it around the camera there like that so you can see the purple reflective MOBAPAD. The side has some Chinese graphics, China's leading linear motor controller manufacturer. On the back, it's got more color pictures that tell you about their social medias and a quick glance at what it is that you've got in the box. It is heat shrinked shut. Wow, that is really, really thick. This gives us our first glance at what is inside this MOBAPAD. As you can tell, I have not seen what's inside here yet because it was still sealed up. Whoa. And first off, I gotta say, those look good. Those are some pretty looking controllers. I'm gonna pull those out first. Let me get these out, just screwing around with these things. There is a box in here. We'll check out what's inside that box as soon as I make sure there's nothing underneath, and there is, but it's just an instruction manual. Now, I don't normally read the instruction manuals, especially something as simple as this. You probably won't need to, but there are some features on these controllers that you will want to understand how they work, and this looks like a pretty basic, simple way of explaining that. Let's see what's inside this little box here before we look at the controllers too much. So there's a replacement D-pad, which we'll explore shortly. And then there's also these, which are replacement faceplates. Now, these are also going to be important really shortly as we get more into the features. But let's look first at the build quality. So first off, just kind of looking at the controller for the build quality, it is really sturdy feeling. It's got a textured white plastic on the back, which adds a little bit of grip and gives it a little bit more of a premium feel. The face is more smooth, but it is still kind of a satin finish. It feels heavy in the hands, which is good because it feels a little bit more substantial and premium, but also because these have battery packs built in and a lot of other goodies, which we will cover when we get to the feature breakdown. But overall, build quality, it feels top-notch premium. And it's a good thing it does because these are a premium price. Now, you're wondering what is the price? I'm gonna tell you guys later in the video after I tell you how great they are, because I don't want you guys to turn it off when you hear how expensive these things are. So we might as well deep dive into the features. Now, the first thing that you need to know about these is Hall effect analog sticks. Yes, these will not develop drift. So they feel good, the stick is precise, and it will stay precise forever. There's a small asterisk next to that because there are some exceptions to that, but most people have not experienced those problems, and that would be if you're pushing down on the stick. There is a button still under there, which may end up stop working one day, but the actual stick itself still works fine. The next thing you're gonna notice are these buttons, and when I push them, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Listen to that. Does that sound familiar? That's because these are Omron micro switches. So they actually function similar to mouse clicks on your high precision gaming mouse, but that's not all. The front triggers are the same. So exactly the same, short throw mouse click triggers. And that is the same on the other stick here, and the D-pad also has mouse click Omron triggers. Also the Hall effect stick, which you already saw on the other one. Even the buttons here are Omron style clicky buttons, and on the back, there are back buttons that are also clicky. They make a little different sound. So listen to that one. That's the back button. And then this is the D-pad. So it's a little deeper sound. I think it still has the Omron trigger. It's just the way that it's embedded in there. It does have a little bit more of a deeper sound, but it is still very short throw. And the placement is really good. We'll try it on the Switch shortly, but overall, it's a great feeling joystick. Next up in the feature list is the Alps, the original Alps linear motor HD vibration. Yes, these feature the Nintendo patented HD vibration. This is the same as any other Joy-Con that you get for your Nintendo Switch that is an officially licensed Joy-Con. All those knockoffs that you see on Amazon or locally at even Walmart are not using HD rumble. These guys, the Horis, do not have HD rumble. So if you're playing games that rely on HD rumble, these will actually work. Mario Party comes to mind. There are some games where if the HD rumble is not working, you will be at a disadvantage using a non-licensed controller, whereas these will still work. Amiibo support. Anyone wondering about amiibos? Yes, these controllers support amiibos. So you can use it in docked mode and undocked mode, full amiibo support. What about 6-axis motion sensing? Yeah, these do that too. If you wanted to use it separately in a game of Mario Kart like this, you can do that. If you wanted to use it in Mario Kart like this, you can do that. If you want to do it in any game that uses motion control, these do that. It also features a swappable D-pad. If you don't like the newer kind of round style that the Xbox guys have kind of adopted, you can always throw this guy on and have a classic D-pad. Now, always enjoyed me a good game of Tetris, and I find the classic D-pad is definitely the way to go versus this guy, because I tend to accidentally push down when I don't mean to yet, or in the newer Tetris, up when I don't mean to yet. So I'm curious to know how that feels. Overall right now in my hand, what I can say is the D-pad is flat. And if I hold it like that, maybe you can see how flat it is. And when I compare that to my classic Game & Watch, the D-pad on there, it's miniature size, but you can see how the sides kind of curl up and it dishes. It's a ball, and I love that. Nintendo has a really great patent on D-pads. And this D-pad is what I'm used to with my thumbs. This D-pad, very flat. So it's kind of different than what you're used to, like your old Game Boy or whatever. If you're not old enough to remember the Game Boy, well, maybe you don't care, but I do a little bit. And then that brings us to these. Now, these are swappable face plates, which I don't know how they work, but looking at the back has a little clue. And the reason why you might want these face plates, really only one reason, which you'll notice right here, is the octagonal shape there. And that is, I believe they're just little magnets, which they are. So I can go like this, and that magnet just comes off. That is ingenious. And then when I stick this on, now it creates a natural octagonal location for you to put that analog stick into. And this is great for you fighting game guys, because it's gonna get you to lock into that diagonal much easier than when you have a round one. And they do have one for the other guy as well, so this should just pop right off. So now it's time to stick this on my Switch and see how they feel. So off comes the Hori split pad. On goes this guy. It's a very tight fit. So with it on like that, that's very nice. And one thing that I can't do with my Hori split pad is use this kickstand, but I believe I can with these. So right off the bat, this makes your Switch. This is a V1 Switch. Obviously it's running a custom theme, as you can tell, because it doesn't look like most Switches, but that makes it look so cool. Now I know a lot of you are wondering, how is the gameplay with this thing? So let's talk about the actual performance and my impressions. Overall, this controller works fantastic. It feels great in the hand as far as the grip. In fact, it solves a lot of the problems I was looking for with the Hori split pad. I wanted something that felt good, cradled in your hand properly, but still was able to be used as a competitive, decent controller. This has become my favorite controller for the Switch. Allowing it to have the swappable faceplates and all of this, it makes it customizable, but if it came just like this, I'd be okay. Add to that the white theme on this, it is beautiful. So overall, obviously I say these are a great controller, but that gets to the very beginning of the video when I said, is this a great controller that's a little too late? And the reason for that is the Switch has been out for a long time now, and it is getting old, very, very old. Even though this controller is great and everything about it is awesome, are you going to run out to the store right now and buy one? No, I wouldn't say that you should, except for one situation. If the controller that you have right now is no good, it's breaking, maybe it's got drift already, and you're looking for a replacement, this is absolutely a controller that you should consider. If you're happy with the controller you have, then maybe you don't need this currently, because you won't know what you're missing anyway. But for those of you who just got a Switch, you want new controllers, definitely consider something like this, or someone who's looking for an upgraded controller or a replacement controller, or for those of you who have $79.99 burning a hole in your pocket, this is also something to consider. Yes, these things are 80 bucks, which is in line with a Switch controller, and it is so much better in so many ways. And add to the fact that this includes all of the functionality of your regular Switch controller, it really is a no-brainer. Some other features that we missed were that these have 500 milliamp hour batteries on each side, which gives you up to about 15 hours of game time when you're in wireless mode, which is plenty for a standard gaming session. So overall, complete package. Now, if the $79.99 price tag did not scare you away, they also have the $96.99 model that comes with one of these. Besides a damaged cardboard box, opening it up, we find a MOBAPAD branded case. Now this case is specifically designed to hold your Switch properly inside with everything you need here. Let me see, we'll just try it in here. And it is perfectly form fitted for your Switch, including little cutout notches. But the extra bit here is these little pockets that will hold a number of your Switch games as well. And it holds it all nice and tight inside this handy little carrying bag. I mean, it's a nice touch for an extra 20 bucks though. If you want a premium experience, this certainly feels quite premium, and I am not going to be putting these HoriPads back on here at all. This feels wonderful. In fact, you guys saw that I had the Legion Go that I was reviewing. This feels like a Legion Go with these Omron buttons, the clicky triggers and everything. It feels like it's kind of renewed my Switch's life. It's made it feel so good and so premium. It looks great. I love the way it looks like this. Now, if you want to grab one, I will put a link in the description. Currently, it's only available on their website, but if it does become available on Amazon, I will put a link on there as well, but you can click the link and pick that up. Now, I know you guys are wondering, what about all these other products? Well, we are in the process of kitting out my Switch. We are putting a new lease on life for my Switch, including, which you already saw, these Joycons, but in other videos, we review these other products here and show you the ultimate kitted out Switch. Check those out when you've got a chance. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video. We'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.